I had no break between my class. Am I doing live twice? Oh, no, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm good. Okay, now we're recording. We're going to our 100 days of dadgum Salesforce. I did get a real platform app builder org today. I actually had it for a while. I just didn't go check on it. But I got it, which means we can. No break between my class. Am I doing live twice? All right. I'm good. I'm live.
Inception.
What's that?
Inception.
Yeah, right. Let me just put this shit on Twitter. Hang on a second. God, this is like I need to do this 15 minutes early. There's got to be a better way for this process, but you know what? Let's see. I got it. Forget it. Tweeting it.
All right, wunderbar. I got my approval process and my process builder working for my demo.
Oh, cool. All right. I tweeted it. Are we connected on Twitter?
I don't use
What's your Twitter handle? You don't do Twitter? How can you not do Twitter if you're gonna do Salesforce? I mean, Salesforce almost bought Twitter. Thank God they didn't. Oh my God.
I will refrain from answering that question based upon your 4 million followers.
Yeah, my 4 followers who follow me. Actually, I get more traction on Twitter. I was working with Vistage, and they have this program called Elevate, and you could post on LinkedIn on a regularly scheduled. And then I also added to Facebook and Twitter. And for a couple of months, I was really getting some traction on LinkedIn because of it. But I got to tell you, it was it kind of sucked in that.
I think LinkedIn is probably better than Twitter for this sort of thing.
No, I know. Here we go. So I got this. I might not share my screen yet, right? I'm not dumb. I'm like, no. So I got a Salesforce org. Come on now, man. For universal containers.
My org's not good enough for you, I see.
No, man, I'm going for the goodies. I want to do that app builder one we didn't get to do, right? Hang on, I'm going to save this. What is that? Mo water? You saw that I had no water? Look at my beautiful wife taking care of me. Oh, and it's got flavor and coolness. Let's see. What am I doing? I think that's. All right, I know what I was doing that. Okay. Huh. All right. Look at that. Universal containers. Let me upload a file real quick. So we're going to jump in. Why is this not? So many things that don't go fast. Okay.
Well, I hope your attrition rate in the real class is better than it is in this one.
Oh my God, yes. Oh my God, yes. Okay. Let me close this bad boy down. Let me close this bad boy down. Let me close that bad girl down. Let me close that exercise guide down. And then I want to, woof. Where did I put? All right. Now I got to open the Word document. Now we can get to it, man. I just didn't get started early enough, man. Text. Do you remember where we left off yesterday?
1.
What's that?
3-1.
All right. We completed it?
No, that's where we're starting.
All right, beautiful.
Wait, no, I'm lying.
I think it's 3-3.
No, we're further down than that. Hold on.
I think we start at 4-1 today.
Yeah.
But that's just thinking. Thinking's free.
Yeah, 4-1.
Yeah, we're going to create a custom object queue. And here is my exercise guide. And you guys watching on the video, not here in the class, we're going to create a custom queue. And this is going to suck because you know why? Going back and forth. And okay. So the goal is to create a custom queue for recruiters to hold position and candidate records. So this is really easy, by the way. We're just going to create a queue called recruit. Oh, you know what?
What?
I can't use this brand new org. You know why?
Because you haven't done any of the work.
I haven't done any of the previous work.
You didn't do your homework.
Oh, man. So this is Dominic X. Boom. Boom. So we're just going to pick up where we left off, where everybody else can follow along because I'm a good person. In theory, not prepared today. All happened quick. You know, sometimes with the 100 days of Salesforce or 100 days of Trailhead or 100 days of anything learning, you just got to take the dadgum good with the bad. Sometimes it works out okay. Sometimes it do not. Like, you know, hopefully you're getting value from this, Patrick, and I know anybody else who's watching will. So let me go to setup, and I am going to go. We're going to create a recruiter queue. Just see. All right. So we're going to go to users. This is all easy stuff, by the way. I almost want to skip it, but I'm not gonna because I think I want to go through it. I want to make sure that. So we're going to create a queue. You know what I am going to do, though? I'm going to create a change set. And I'm going to take all the customizations from this org that we, right? And then I'm probably just going to redo the exercises without anything else. No queue email. We're going to add the candidate and the position. So all you're doing is you're adding the objects. Wait a second. Hey, Troy, can you call Amy?
Are you not at home?
I'm not, Amy, I'm working right now, but Amy's here and she can talk to you.
Okay, yeah, I'm not.
All right, perfect. She'll help you. All right, man.
All right.
Thanks. Bye. So we're going to add the objects. Remember, there's only two standard objects, case and lead, that can be owned by a queue. The other are all custom or, some kind of weird text, weird objects. So then we're going to add Mario Ruiz to the queue. Mario, Megan, Phil. Just got to add users to the queue. And then we'll hit save. Boom, just like that. Questions, comments, concerns. Now we're going to do the fun thing. We're going to set the sharing settings in the organization. Now, the OWD is the organization-wide defaults. Patrick, do you remember what the OWD controls?
Records you don't own.
That's right. It controls access to records you don't. OWN. So the exercise says, the scenario is for all of our custom objects related to recruiting, all users are allowed to view all positions. Only some users are allowed to update position data. So you have to think about when you set the OWD, if you want to prevent one user from editing a record in an object, you have to lock that down for all users. So I'm letting you look at this. The goal is to establish the appropriate permissions for positions, candidates, and job applications. So all we need to do is restrict those objects to the lowest level of access for any one user in the org, and then we can role hierarchy or share access back other ways. Okay, so you got that. Hopefully, takes a couple minutes. So we're going to go to sharing settings and click edit.
Position should be public read.
Well, let's see. For the candidate application, the default internal access, candidates is going to be private. Job applications is going to be private. Position object is going to be public read only. That's it. That's all we're doing. Now, just a fun fact while we're here, Patrick. Do you remember what manager groups does?
Manager groups.
Yeah. That little setting down at the bottom.
It would be sharing with the managers and manager subordinate groups.
That's right. Thank you, help text. So what it means is this. If you, in our Salesforce org, if you and 3 other people reported to me and I click this box, then regardless of all these other settings, we all have access to each other's records. Right? So it's creating a sharing group for everybody that reports to the same manager. That's all. Now notice also that these are custom objects and everything above that is standard. How do I know that? What's that?
You can't change branch hierarchies.
That's right. So I can control my custom objects and I can let the role hierarchy roll ownership up the chain of command or not. It's depending on what custom objects and who's supposed to get what. So that's it. We're going to save that according to those sections.
What is external access in this context?
Well, it would be if you have an external, when you're storing data outside Salesforce and you have Salesforce Connect, like we were supposed to have, and anything else, like an external database connected, or there's a couple of other ways to have external databases for those objects that are connected externally, or if you end up connecting your standard objects to some external system, it sets that access by the users in that system too, I believe. Does that make sense?
Yes.
I think that's completely right. I don't know if it's completely right, but you could go to the OWD help section and find out. Oh, it doesn't do that if you do that. Let's do that. Because I love answering questions. I just don't always have the right answer. Right now we're gonna click on positions. Part of the exercise is to create a position in a job application. So we're gonna create a position while we wait for help. So external OWD, Classic and Lightning. These are the additions available.
It's external users, not external objects.
Right. So you're sharing your data externally. What's the level of access? It can't be more, but it can be less. So authenticated website users, chatter, external users, site users. Okay. High volume experience, cloud site users, partner portal users, service cloud. Okay, I get it. All right, cool. So we're going to create a new position. Tap dancer. We have that position. Related. Wait a minute. Job applications. We're going to create a new job application. We're going to add the candidate that we had before. That's a shitty way to do it with that number. Click save. Now we have a new job application. Now we're going to log in as Craig Kingman to test it. If we have Craig, we'll find out. And what we're doing here is whenever you make a change, oh, I got Craig. Let me log in as Craig. And then we want to see if Craig, why is Craig?
We need to work on our user adoption.
Hmm.
We need to review our transitioning to Lightning experience guide.
Right? Craig ain't got access to candidates. You see candidates? I don't think Craig's the right one. Why would we do Craig? What is his daggum? Let's see. Let's look at Craig for a second. He's a custom engineering profile. Let's give him an HR profile and put him in. Let's make him a recruiter. Let's see that. All right, Craig, you just got a big old change of job. Voila. Let's go all. No, he's got no. What? Oh, I have access to the tab, but I can't see any records. Let's go into job applications. He has access to the tab, but no records. Perfect.
That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah, it's all perfect. Just weird and classic. Oh! And he can see. Can he edit? Yeah, probably because he's. Oh, no, I can't edit because he doesn't own it. Who owns it? I own it. Okay, and I'm outside the realm. Perfect. All right. Such a weird doing this other org. Should we activate it for lightning experience?
I think you just haven't made a default for all the users.
No, it's not even available. My org is not set up for lightning.
Well, the alternative is we can assume we did everything right and not bother logging in as other users.
I'm going to change mine to lightning experience.
Oh, can't change them. Not letting you select the other ones. I guess we need to add Lightning user to their profile, their user setting.
Yeah, let me just do this. Make sure I got the. All right, so profiles. Check this out. Create a new view. Watch this. What's a lightning login user permission, I wonder? I don't remember. But you know what? They're getting it. I don't know what it is. Dadgum, when I log in as one of those jack wagons. Now, Craig. Now, Craig, switch to lightning, you jack wagon. What? Well, that jacked up big time. All right, next exercise. We're going to implement a role hierarchy, which should be pretty easy to do. What happened there?
Done this before.
Yeah, we're going to add.
I can't imagine anybody taking a platform app builder class that hasn't done this.
Yeah, this is all basic admin stuff, you know. So our goal is to add a new product manager role and assign users to the role. All right, big deal.
It is interesting though, like when I first did this, when I was first getting started in Trailhead,
Yep.
it made no sense to me. I had no idea what I was doing. And now, it just sort of coalesces into a functional thought.
Say that again.
Just after months of doing this, it makes sense now. I mean, I just had to keep doing it without it making sense, and then it sort of clicks.
That's a great way. It's a great way to communicate that, by the way, because and you know what I just said there, right? I just said that they can view all opportunities associated with accounts that they own, view all opportunities. So if they own an account as a product manager, they can do what everybody else can do, which is view all the opportunities if they own the account, regardless of the owner of the opportunity, versus letting them edit it. I think that's an appropriate way to share opportunities. So I'm going to do all my users. Just because it's easy to go. Amy Lojak, Andy Marcola. And I don't know these people yet because I haven't done it enough, which is part of what you want to try to do in these exercises. Like getting to know your Salesforce org is one of the, like, what you're experiencing is not just because you're new at it. It's because every Salesforce org is new. And, let's see. Hold on a second. I did something here before. Security. Okay. I was just checking my settings. Supposed to log in as Amy Lojak. And by goodness, I want to make sure it works. Oh, that's better. Get that out of the way completely. Yay, Amy. Amy Lojak, what are you doing? And then we're supposed to see positions. We want to test positions and see if Amy can create a new design engineer position. Looks like she can. So the next step, so Amy is adding a position called design engineer. Andy Macrola, and the job description is do what we tell you and everything will be fine. Horrible job description, but there it is. So I'm going to log out as Amy now. Oh, it's not open. It's so weird how you do this, man. And now we're going to log in as Frank Lindstrom. Frank Lindstrom. Let's see what Frank's role is. All right, he's in custom engineering like her. Did we create a sharing rule that said if you're in the same department, you can see it? I don't know. But we want to see the position Amy just, we'll see if we can edit the position that Amy just created. And let's just see. Yep, design engineer. Look at that. We're going to change that to a senior design engineer. Almost made it in English, senior design engineer. And he did it. Oh, this is great. So now we can log out as Frank. Now we're going to log in as Megan Smith. To verify that we can view the position created by Amy, but we cannot edit it. I'm going to do it in classic. Screw you guys. Position. So my senior design, if I click edit, I should get a nice.
Classic's like a trip back to the late 90s, early aughts.
But it works fast. But it's fast. I tell you what, goes a lot faster.
It's like looking at a PHP-BB.
What's that?
PHP bulletin board. It's what all the old.
Oh, yeah.
Still come across it sometimes.
Do you?
Yeah, I mean, not that anybody ever uses forums anymore.
They do. People are going back to that, I think. All right, so we knocked it out. Now we're going to create a public group. Come on, man. All right, not for nothing. You know how to create a public group. I know how to create a public group. If you don't know how to create a public group, let's do some real platform app builder exercises, right? What do you think? We'll see if this causes a problem later. Oh, it will. It'll cause a problem in a minute. Oh, let's see. We got sharing rules. Let's look at these exercises. Add manual sharing quick action. That's a lightning component. Let's see what else. We might do all that. I'm not sure. Implement manual sharing. Okay. Here, for you guys watching the video, trying to steal this, I get it.
There are a lot of exercises in this.
I know. That's why I want to go to the ones that aren't like easy. All right, establishing data access. Let's see what the scenario is. So they determine that a new and open position should be visible to all users, but a closed position should only be visible to the recruiter, the related hiring manager, and the managers above both. Only the recruiter or his or manager should be able to add sharing to a position. Well, okay, so the recruiter and the manager, the role hierarchy is going to take care of sharing on a position. Why? Because the manager inherits ownership. The owner can share the record, right? And the owner can share the record manually, or the admin could share it with a rule. There. So if you're going to prevent anybody from seeing it in any condition, for any reason, then you have to make it private, right? So you're going to set the OWD for positions to private, and then a criteria sharing rule that gives everybody access to the new and open positions. This is something you should be able to do as an admin. And I'm sorry if you can't, but there you go. Pause it. Restrict data access. So this is going to be You're going to set the OWD to private for salaries. Oh, we're going to create an object to track salary. We just created an object. I'm not going to do redundant stuff with you, Patrick, or anybody else. If you need help with these redundant things, please work it out. We're going to create a custom object for salary, blah, 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 blah. We're going to add some custom fields. We did all this already. This is all easy peasy, just repetitive, testing your ability to do it. And then, think about all the things that you need to do. You need to set field level security if possible. You need to set the OWD.
I think maybe we could skip to 6-1.
Yeah, I'm just doing this for the sake of anybody who doesn't know what these exercises are going to be like. Here's what you need to do. You need to be pausing a lot. So this is a work it out exercise, just like these for a second. So here are the requirements.
And the problem is if we don't do all this stuff.
Yeah, maybe.
We're going to have dependencies later on.
Maybe. I get it. But we may go back and do it.
On the other hand, I don't really want to do this either. So
it's all just repetitive stuff that you should already know from admin, and then you're just taking it to the next level with platform app builder. So you understand, and you're really given a more consultative approach for these. So the repetition is, what are you thinking about when you create this? What are you thinking about when you create that? So, right, if this is a requirement, how do you translate that into action? Well, you go to the profile and you take delete off their profile for the recruiting. Any objects in the recruiting app, easy peasy. Now, individually, it may not be easy, but come on, you can work it out. Here's the hierarchy. So for Cynthia, you're going to have to do a combination of her profile, and then if there's any other settings that she needs, you don't add it to the profile. You create a permission set or permission set group that she can have, as opposed to giving something to more people than the one who needs it. There you go. 6-1. Yay! This is the one you're talking about, right? We'll run in and deal with the problems of earlier stuff that we didn't create, because we only have about another. I'm not going to 6. Well, I don't know what time the calendar. Well, how long did the calendar invite say?
The calendar said we have 5 minutes left.
We're going to go to a little bit more. So we're going to do something. Let's create this app. So we want to create a custom recruiting application. Well, that's interesting. Didn't we just say we got to work it out here with the custom recruiting app? Anyway, that's good to know. So we're going to create a custom recruiting app. Download the Universal Containers logo. Pick any logo you want. Top left corner, app launcher, click sales, top in the search box, type universal. All right. So I'll take you through it. So we're going to create a recruiting app. So from here, I'm in sales. At the top in the search box, type universal. Hit enter.
We don't have it.
All right, so it doesn't really matter. Any GIF will do. So now we're going to go to our setup menu. And we're going to type in App Manager. This is fun because I don't do this all the time. So we're going to go App Manager. and we're going to create a new Lightning app. Here's all our Lightning apps. Do we have a recruiting app? PQRS, no. We're going to create a new Lightning app. We're going to call it the recruiting app. You don't need to add an image. But if you have one, see if this one will work. Huh. Click next. We're going to do standard navigation, not console. Desktop and phone. The setup experience is going to be set up. We're not going to, just going to leave all that standard, hit next. Now we can offer some utility items. We're not going to do any of that. Sorry, we just looked at it like, are we going to do utility? Nope. Those are things at the bottom of the screen. So now the items that are part of this app, right? So all an app is a collection of tabs. So home.
We do have some that looks like we don't
Positions. What's that?
Position approval routings. We don't have that. Zip code, files, reports, dashboard.
Yeah. Forget all the ones we don't have. I don't care. We got the idea of it, right?
Yeah.
Candidates. Not people. Candidates. Interviewers.
It's very considerate of them to put them in alphabetical order.
To what?
It would have been considerate of them to put it in alphabetical order.
I can't. It's hard for me to hear you. Your audio cuts in and out. Did you know that? It might be where you're talking from. I don't know. Like it might. I don't know where your microphone is.
I said that it would be considerate of them to put them in alphabetical order.
Yeah, they're kind of not, right? They're kind of. I think they go. Do they not go alphabetical? They go alphabetical.
Well, in the list, yeah, but on the paper, it doesn't.
Oh, right. Yes, I agree. So we don't have the position approval routings,
Or
zip codes, file. We have files.
Reports, and dashboards.
Close enough. Now, who gets it? Custom executive, custom HR, custom recruiter, system admin. Yeah, team. There you go. That's it. That's all there is to an app. No big deal. You control. You basically control. Probably got to refresh this. You control the tabs, the type of navigation, whether it's standard or console, any utility items, and the profiles that can access it. What is this? This is going to be, there's my recruiting app. And voila. Piece of cake. All right, 6-1 was pretty easy. Do we have the review object? Hang on, before we go down that tunnel. We do or don't?
Job posting.
What's that?
We don't have the custom review. Well, maybe you do. Did you do it?
I mean, I have reviews. So it says we're going to create a custom tab for the review object. That's 6.2.
Yeah.
So we're going to reorder the apps and tabs for my user account. So let's jump in that. So we're going to go to tabs. So I'm going to go to my setup. I'm going to tabs. This is really like admin stuff. Yuck. That's okay. We're going to do it. And we're going to tabs. Reviews already has a thermometer. Does yours have it?
I didn't even create the reviews app object, so.
You didn't?
No, I don't know if I missed it or skipped it or.
You sure it's not there? I mean, I don't remember creating it myself, but I could go to the. Where would I go to find out if I created it versus
what? Oh yeah, actually, yeah, I see it. We do have it. That may have been. Well, I don't know. No, we didn't do that.
I don't remember doing it, but I don't remember. I mean, I don't. Shit. Now, I don't know if we can edit the visibility options of it. No, I don't think so. Like now we have to control. Like they're saying, default on for custom HR, blah 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 blah. But you know. Add to custom apps. I could do that when I'm creating it new, but I can't do it otherwise. So let's just see if I can add it to the custom app we just created, because that's the way to do it now. Yeah, you got to go back. Huh? Wait a minute. So where's my recruiting? So guess what I'm going to do now? Why is this here again? Go away, bud. Now I need to go to my profiles and see. This is kind of a different way to figure this stuff out, right? Let's see. Apps. Is that going to be tab? It's going to be object. Do I have a recruiting object?
What are you trying to do?
We have a recruiting object, right? I know we have a recruiting tab. So it said, oh, review. Oh, dadgummit. Anyway, let's look at this. So I can look at, I see why I had a problem. And now I know I didn't find the recruiting object because it's a review object we're looking for. All right, on my recruiting app, I'm looking for the review object to be added to the list. That's what I want to add. We got the review tab. We got it assigned. I'm now going to add the review. Oh, yeah. Salesforce needs three dadgum characters. There it is. So that's what we had to do. We needed to add here was the goal. We needed to add that review tab to the custom object, the custom app for recruiting. So now when we go to recruiting, reviews are there now. Does that make sense? So we had to adjust for that there's reviews right there. Yay. And now they want us to move the recruiting app to the first 7 because you have a first 7 that display. So I want that recruiting app to be up here. I also like the sales app to be first. Sales is always first. Service console should be up there. Do I have more than one? Get service. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I want that to be there. I don't know what Bolt Solutions. Anyway, so now when I click that, there's my recruiting app. Bingo, boingo, good for me. That pretty easily?
Yes.
All right, this next one's ridiculous. And I mean that in the most loving way. Compare table list view and combine list view and split view. I have a class on that. If you want it, it's under activities. I'm sorry, tasks. You really can see it in tasks. Well, the task tab gives you a great way to see all of your tasks. I don't see if I even have any tasks. I don't have any. So none of this is going to make a difference. This is easy peasy. Take my class. And by the way, any class that I take, I'm going to beat everybody over the head with a stick called Every User Must Learn List Views. You must master the art of list views. It's the only way you can plan and organize your day and actually get anything done. If you use Salesforce for your job. So go do it. I have a class on it. It's free. Customize page layouts. I think you know how to do that. Look at my YouTube videos. All right, now dynamic forms to filter fields based on checkbox. Now this is a little bit more detailed than we get to in the admin class? Did you do this?
No, this is pretty new. I think they just came out with this a few months ago.
Yeah. So what we're going to do is and this is a common situation, right? This is a different version of field dependencies. So in order not to overload your user with information that, what we discovered is data goes through a process. It's every little record sometimes. Sometimes records are more like projects. They have a beginning, a middle, and an end. So seeing data that you should collect at the end is sometimes confusing to users because they're not in that conversation with the customer. The path is a good example of this. The path, if you look at each stage of an opportunity, not what Trailhead says, because that's written by trainers. Very few trainers understand sales like this guy. So every stage of the path should have 5 of the most important fields that you need to collect information on at that stage in the opportunity. And even if you're having one conversation where you're literally moving and gathering information, you still want to gather that information in the order in which you would get it if you had to have separate conversations for each stage. Does that make sense? I'll give you the best example I know from the most time I've been on the planet. If you're a dude and you see a girl in a bar, you could say that's like identifying a lead. It's like picking up a business card out of a fishbowl at a restaurant or meeting somebody in a network event. Just get their card. You now got to go make contact. So you walk up to that girl at a bar, if you're a dude, because it's natural human behavior. You now want to make contact. Just like when you get a business card, you got to make contact with that lead to see, does the number work? Does the email bounce? Does the company still have a door that I can walk through? You're qualifying that not only their existence, but whether or not there are questions you need to ask to find out if they're worth trying to sell to. So you walk up to the girl in the bar. Hi, my name's Dominic. What's your name? My name is Sue. Hi, Sue. Come here often. Or any other stupid thing you want to say, right? Hi, Sue. Look, I don't have a lot of time. Can I get your number? No, I have a boyfriend. Okay, great. Hope you enjoy things. Make it a great night. Boom. That lead is disqualified. I made contact, not going to make a sale. Right? So I'm gone. But if I do make contact, now I'm in a relationship with Sue or Amy, if you want to talk about my wife. Hey, Amy. Hi, my name's Dominic. What's your name? Amy. Hi, Amy. I got to leave right now, but I really would like to seem like a person who I'd like to get to know. Can I have your number so I can call you and I can take you out and get to know you better? Amy said yes. I'll use Amy as an example because that's my wife. In my last round of doing this. So Amy and I called Amy a day later because I can. And I didn't wait 3 days. And I said, hey, Amy, you want to go out to dinner tomorrow night? It's a Monday night. You work close to where I live. Maybe we could have dinner somewhere close and easy and get to know each other a little better. See if there's anything pursuing. She said, yeah. I said, great. Do this, do that. Every stage of the game between then and the day today, or the day we set our wedding vows, I collected information. Would you give me your number? Great. Let me check your phone, see if it worked. It worked. She's like, why would you do that? Because I've been single longer than you. Okay, great. I'm going to call you tomorrow because I'd like to take you out to dinner this week. She said, okay, great. So I called her the next day. I set up dinner for Monday. That was it. So I'm collecting data along the way. I should not say to Amy, first time I meet her, hi, Amy, my name's Dominic. You wouldn't by chance want to get married, would you? Like, you're not interested in getting married, are you? To which she would have said, you're a freak. I'm not giving you my number, right? So every stage of a record, you should be collecting certain types of data at every stage. The path is like that. So what a dynamic form is, it's really hiding those fields on the page until you collect earlier, more appropriate data. That's all. Or you've collected data and you're now at a different stage. You don't need to see that earlier data. I don't need to know Amy's number. It's already stored in my phone. I don't need to know if she's interested. She's already shown up 3 dates. So we're going to enable dynamic forms and add filters and app builders. All right, fine. The app builder is the record page, right? So I want to view the shipment. Yeah, you got a question, Patrick? Because I don't see your camera.
In the context of your example, when did the lead convert into an opportunity?
That's private, sir. But I will say, appropriately, we met on 12/13/14, and we got married 5/19/18, which was the date of the royal wedding, but we scheduled first. So it was a period of, I don't know how, 12/19/18. So it was a period of about 3 years, and 3.5 years later, we got married.
But I mean, if we're extrapolating this to Salesforce, did it convert to an opportunity when you talked to her in the bar, asked for a number and asked if she wanted to go out?
No, I never convert a lead to an opportunity just then. I have more qualifying criteria before that.
Would it be when you went out on the first date?
It was on the third date I converted the lead to an opportunity. The first date, the first time we met was the party. The first date was a couple of days later. I had her come to my house, come inside. I grabbed my jacket. We left. Like nothing happened. Like I just want to let her come inside. I got to get something out of my room.
I'm not asking for personal details. I'm just,
right. Like we had the first date. She followed my instructions. So that was a good qualifying first step. I'll give you another example of a different girl around the same period of time. I met this girl. We had a coffee. We had a lot in common. I said, hey, this is great. I like you. You like me. Let's. A couple of days later, I said, hey, let me take you to lunch. She said, okay. This was our second date. And I took her to a very place close by where we had our first coffee. Took her to a place where we could have our first lunch. And at our first lunch, she disqualified herself. We had a nice, pleasant lunch. Then she disqualified herself. I'm like, okay, that's it. I said, this is not a qualified lead. So I turned it down. So everybody had to follow the same process for me to know if I should continue on with them. I'm just going to go to the sales app, by the way. I don't have a shipments tab in my sales app. I don't think. Nope. So let's go look at, let's see. Let's make a lead dynamic. So I'm going to do a lead. I'm going to go Amy. Company. In the field. It was Amy X at available not. Okay. Rating hot, of course. So, oh, I got search address. Let's just say that's the case. Phone number 404-867-5309. So what we're looking at, so now that I've got a record, like see how it looks, right? Well, let's see. Do we have anything special? Let's just say we don't need to know this additional information until I've had the first activity or something, right? Let's see, or until the rating is hot. So let's just say she's warm right now. So the how we change this, add the filter, then we're going to end after this. So an easy way to get to the page is to click the setup menu and click edit page. So this, in order to invoke this, you got to upgrade the component. That's the record detail component. So let's see if this works. So I go to details, I go to that component. I don't have, okay, so I don't have that. So I guess I'm good. So then we can just add a filter. So I guess I'm already upgraded. So all you do is add a filter and say rating equals hot. Now, really, that's too much. Hold on. Not record. Hold on. I need to click. This is what I don't like about this new feature is that if you mess it up, you're jacked up completely. Like it's hard to undo this, right? So let's see what I want to hide. Click on the shipping address field one. Okay, I'm gonna click on. Maybe this isn't upgraded. Like this is weird because I'm trying to follow the instructions, but for some reason I'm not getting the update. So I'm not able to go in. I can set the component visibility, but not the field visibility. So there's something with this org. It's not letting me do that. And I can't figure that shit out right now. And I got an appointment in 3 minutes. So if anybody wants to leave a comment on what I'm doing, I may be doing something wrong. Just see something. I might not have a record page. This page may not be activated. Let me make sure this page is activated. I'm going to make it the org default. Let's see if that's it. can't. So in the exercise, there's a part that says upgrade now in the properties pane on the right. Right? So I gotta enable dynamic forms and add filters. And there's a place to say upgrade now, but guess what? I don't see that on the screen. So it may be something else that's triggering this. And the only thing I can know to do is to ask for help. Do you have any ideas, Patrick?
We're on the shipments tab.
Yeah, I'm just gonna try to enable dynamic forms.
Maybe this is outdated and you no longer need to enable them. Because then you do the next step. Dynamic content, read the help, is content that displays in a content area according to the rules you define based on the subscriber's attributes to the target. La, 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 la. Nope, wrong. You know, Salesforce help is becoming like Microsoft help, useless. It's part of that agile development.
Yeah. Don't offer real help.
Working software over documentation.
Yeah, absolutely. Maybe I did not put a big enough sentence, so hang on. Oh, it's only for custom objects only. Well, that's good. Oy vey. No wonder it's not working for the lead. Duh. That's why they guided us to a custom object. I just don't have the one they guided us to, so I chose leads. So now I'm going to go to positions. Got so excited. So really, no. The answer is no. My appointment's in 7 minutes. I'm doing this before I quit.
tonight. I just needed that one thing. You could have put that on my page here. And let's see why this page is all jacked up. Header left sidebar. Boo! This is a jacked up page anyway. You should be able to look at a page and tell why it's all screwed up. Okay. So now I'm going to add my related list. I don't want that. Let's see. Aha, now I can upgrade it. Ta-da! All right, so there you go. You can just pick each one and add filters for whatever reason you want. Got it. How awesome is that? Okay, did that make sense, by the way? So it's got to be a custom custom object only. Damn standard. Okay, I got to run. Patrick, thank you for everything.
Thank you.
And we'll jump on it tomorrow, and then we'll just keep moving. All right, bye.
All right. See you tomorrow.